Hello again and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at the Flash movie Batmobile by Spin Masters.
Welcome to the party, pal!
Okay, so here is the Flash, Young Barry plus Batman plus Batmobile from the Flash movie by Spin Master. The packaging here, a lot like the Batwing that I picked up, which I did do an overview here on the channel. I think Spin Master is trying to go to the plastic free packaging, so there's no bubble or anything. The car and the figures are just pinned right onto this box. You can see my box was a little bit damaged, not a big deal. It does show here the figure fits inside. It is exclusive. I think this was exclusive to Walmart. Let's see if I get it open. That does slide open to put your figure in. This appears to be the same Keaton Batman that was single carded and came with the Batwing. And I think the same about this Young Barry. I didn't pick up this Young Barry, so this is my first Young Flash. I do have this Keaton Batman, I think twice over now. I got him single carded and then the same version that came with the Batwing. Overall, though, it's okay packaging. You know, nothing spectacular. We'll flip it around really quick. You can see there, does show them in an action pose, sort of running. Gives you the 4-inch scale there. Not much to see here, but there is the Batmobile. We will compare this Batmobile to several of the other ones that I have at the end of the video. But that's the packaging. Let's get it open. Okay, so here is the Batmobile from the Flash movie out of packaging. And let's quickly talk about the figures because the main attraction of this pack is the car. I do have this Batman already. He's not bad. He's well sculpted. But like all of the Spin Master stuff, you know, he's limited in articulation. They don't have anything in the waist or the wrist or the ankles. They do have a thigh swivel, ball-hinged hips, ball-hinged shoulders, elbows, and head. Soft goods are okay. This is a kid's line. You know, this is meant for kids, so it's meant to be more durable and, you know, be put through the rigors of play. So it's okay. I think I'm a little surprised, though, if you can see this here, that the Flash is actually bigger than Batman, and I don't think that's right. I think it might be because the Batman needs to fit into the car, but you know, theoretically, any figure from this line should be able to fit in the car. You know, so to speak. The Killer Croc's not going to fit in here, but this is more of the movie line rather than their comic line or their animated line. But I am surprised that the Flash is a bit taller and a bit wider in the shoulder than Batman. I do not have this Flash. He is pretty nice. He's sculpted. You know, the sculpts in these figures is really good. And I can even see some of the paintwork in this Flash is pretty nice. You can see, you know, the lightness and the darkness. In some places, I don't think it's meant to be like where his thigh swivel is. That's a lighter red plastic than the rest. But here in the waist and the chest, there's a lot of black shadowing. Looks pretty good. He has the same exact articulation as the Batman. You can see all the sculpting there in the back of the suit. I like this suit. Some flash lightning there. Yellow sort of caution check mark around the waist. Black on the helmet. It's not a bad Flash, you know. It's probably better than I, you know, anticipated. I'm not a big Flash guy in general. Have not seen the movie yet. I did recently pick up the Blu-ray on sale but haven't had the time to sit down and watch the movie yet. But the figures are okay, like all Spin Master figures. They're not bad, especially at the price point. These are usually about eight to say $8 to $10. It is a kid line. It is meant, for kids to play with, and for that, it works. So let's put these two guys back there, and let's take a look at the car, because this is the main attraction. I've always wanted this Batmobile in this scale to fit my figures in, and I can tell right away. And see, there's a few little, I noticed a little scuff somewhere. Oh, right there. It's got a little red paint or something right there. Not a big deal. When something's black like this, I notice it does pick up a lot of dust and hair, like anything that's black. But it's nice. It's really nicely sculpted. I was going to say, though, it is undersized. I think McFarlane did the figures from the movie in the 112 scale, and I know one of the complaints was that Batmobile also was undersized, and this one seems to have the same issue, is that the cockpit, so to speak, the driver's seat, there's only room for one, when I think in the movie there should be at least it's a two-seater. But that's okay. It's still nice that we finally got this in our scale. It does have plastic tires. I was hoping that it would be rubber, but I could tell, in the package, since it was open, they were plastic tires. There is a bat symbol right there on the rim, the wheel. Some red paint in the back. Very nice sort of chromy silver here. The exhaust. More sculpting in here. You can kind of tell that this is more of a glossy black, and the body is more of a matte. Again, more sculpting here. It's very light. It is hollow. See, there's a big chunk missing right here, and you can tell this is a toy. This is a toy. It's meant to be played with. Just have some yellow here on the front for the lights. It's too bad that these pieces here, these sort of gray pieces, don't match, the paint that they put here in the back. Because this looks really nice, and even this doesn't look too bad, but this does look very gray, plasticky. And I'm sure, a customizer could easily paint these to match this, because this piece is done really well. There is some sculpting inside of the cockpit here. I think you can see that there. But there is a wheel, some buttons, and some gauges, some gears, it looks like. I think they'd be, gauges inside of the cockpit there. A little bit of sculpting on the seat, not much. Let's put Batman inside, see how he looks. And he fits right in. There you go. Whoa, he slides all the way down there. So the opening there, you can see how far he went, and he's probably more supposed to sit up like that. But the articulation, you won't really be able to see him. Oh, you can see him a little bit in there. I think you can see him if you put the light. You can kind of see him in there. Let's put the Flash in there. Let's just make sure the Flash fits too, because he is a tad bigger. He's not much bigger. Now, I did pick up this, I can't remember how much. I say in the haul video where I showed this. I got this on clearance. Oh, yeah, he fits right in. I think any 118, like a true 4-inch figure, is going to fit in here, because this thing is so big. He almost goes underneath. His feet are probably way down here. But any 118 figure is going to fit in here. I got this on clearance. I think it was 21 bucks for 2 figures and the car. And I think that was a good deal. I think regular it was probably 35 or 40 bucks. And I gotta say, I don't think it's worth that. I think it's worth what I paid for it for 21. Because you do get the 2 figures. Technically, usually those are $8 or $9 a piece. and you get the car, so it kind of paid for itself. Was a really good deal in that aspect. No tread on the tires, but it's nice. It's really nice. It's light. Let's compare this one to some of the other Spin Master Batmobiles that I have. Okay, so here are my other two Batmobiles. We have the Battinson Batmobile from the Batman movie, the most recent movie. We've got our Keaton Batman 89 from the Flash movie, the one we're talking about right now. And then I've got this other one here. This is a Spin Master Batmobile that was more in the comic book video game sort of version. This is the one I've had the longest, followed by this one from the movie. Now, I can say right away, this is the smallest of the three. It's the lightest of the three. And I guess it has the least play features. This one has lights and sounds, has rubber tires, two opening doors. You can put two figures inside. This one, although the has the same issue that's this one, it has a cockpit for only one figure, no lights and sounds. It's also hollow, but a little bit heavier. It does have this feature where this sort of little bat jet plane kind of pops out. So that's the feature that this one has. This new one, on the other hand, it really doesn't have anything except, you know, this opens up and you can put a figure inside of it. So in that aspect, I guess it's less than these other two, but I definitely like this one a lot more than this one. Because this is the 89 Batman, it has a lot more nostalgia to me. Always wanted one at this scale. And as far as I know, I might be wrong, you can correct me in the comments. I believe this is the only 1/18 scale 89 Batman Batmobile. There might be, I think when the 89 Batman came out, those figures were 5-inch, I think. I don't believe they were 1/18 or 375. And I believe there was a Batmobile for that line, but that is at a different scale. So as far as I know, you know, this is the only one. Now, Spin Master has done several different Batmobiles, more to this liking. In fact, a video that I'm working on right now, I'm not sure the order that these will come out, but I'm doing an overview on the Spin Master Knight of Gotham, the 3-piece mech set, and it has another version of the Batmobile in there. And then I know that right now, even down at Target or Walmart, you can find a Spin Master Batmobile that has like a cannon or a play feature gun on the hood of the car. And I've seen it a couple times, but I don't really care for that gun on the hood of the car, so I've passed on it. So there's at least 3 other comic book video game type version Spin Master Batmobiles. But these two from the movie, to me, are the best. In fact, this one still is the best, I think, even though this one has a certain nostalgia that it pulls at those heartstrings. I still think this one's the best. It's got rubber tires. You could put 2 figures in it. It's got the lights and sounds. And I'm not a big lights and sound person, but this one's just done better, I think. It's heavy. It's just all around. I think this is just the best one that they've done. This is probably the best Batmobile ever done at 1/18, except the fact that it is from that movie, so it's really based on a modern sort of car, rather than these two and the other Spin Master ones that are based on are, you know, a little bit, they're more comic booky, they're more video gamey, they're not necessarily in reality, if that makes sense. I can say too, I do think this pack, in fact, with the 2 figures, was worth what I paid for it. I think it was a good deal, and I think I can recommend this, especially if this is like you, or like me, I should say, you have an affinity for the 89 Batman movie. then this is you. I think this is something you've got to pick up. I think it was a good deal at 21 where I got it, but because the fact that it's probably the only 118 scale Batmobile 89 Batman, that's a mouthful. Even at 3540, I wouldn't put it past, getting it. Especially if that's what you have to pay to get this, because there's no other one. It's this or nothing, so to speak. And if this is your Batman, like he is mine, I would say, I'd say it's still a pickup. I waited. I'm glad I did. Most of the Spin Master movie stuff goes on clearance, and I waited this one out, and luckily I got it. It's always one of those balancing acts where if you wait too long, you may miss it, and then you end up having to pay the scalper price on eBay or some other secondhand or second, market kind of a thing, Macari or whatever it is. So, at 20 bucks, 21, I say this is a definite pickup. If you're an 89 Batman guy like I am, 35, 40, I would get it. It's the only one there is. And it's get it now or pay more later. So overall, I can recommend it. I do really like it. If you can get it, at the price I got it, then I would say go for it. I do believe this is a Walmart exclusive though. So you're either going to find it at Walmart or you're going to have to go to the secondary market. It's best to try to find it at Walmart. At the time of me making this video, which is January 24, most of the Flash stuff is getting clearanced out right now. And even, as I speak, the Aquaman stuff, the movie's still in the theater and it's getting clearanced out too. So this is the time to strike. If you're watching this video, I would search the Walmart website. I would hit up your local Walmarts if you want this thing. I'm sure it's on clearance everywhere right now. But overall, it's a nice car. I'm glad I got it. I've got a small collection now here of Batmobile cars, and this is probably right there. I think this is the best one, but this is a close second to me just because of the nostalgia. It's nice that you get that extra figure, the Batman and the Flash too. Since I have him here, this is the Pattinson Batman that came with the car, and you can see the scale is it's different. This is a real 118 4-inch scale figure. This is a 375 figure. Let's just see. He should fit in just fine though. Yep, and he does. He actually fits a little bit better, more realistic, because he doesn't go so well. No, he still goes down pretty far. But yeah, he fits in just fine. I think the cape's actually a little bit better on this version. This is like a crinkly kind of nylon. Looks like it's already, well, no, I think it comes that way, but not attached so well where this one is. I think this one's actually better than this, but neither one are, this isn't the level of the Joy Toy or a Haya or even a Star Wars Vintage Collections type soft goods. But overall, very good Batmobile. I like it. I can recommend it, and I would suggest if you want it that this is the time to go and try to find it, because it's only going to get more expensive, I believe. Maybe eventually it will end up at the Ross or the TJ Maxx or the secondary sellers. But I take a look and try to get it while you can. So that's the overview, guys. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Do you agree with me? Do you think that this one's still a bit better? Do you guys have any of those other versions of these? It's awesome that Spin Master is pumping out all these vehicles. They're one of the only 118 lines that's pushing out playsets and vehicles consistently, whether it's a movie or not. So we've got to commend them for at least doing that. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye.